Today we're going to give you a quick overview on installing our integral rail kit on the GM HD long beds only. The rails mount to each corner of the bedside. We made them low profile because of this pillar here. So if we made them expand the whole length of the bedside, they'd have to stick out an extra 6 inches or so to clear that. So we have one rail for each corner of the bed. Each are different for the rear of the bed and the front of the bed. No matter where you install them in any corner, they all install the same. So we're just gonna give you the rundown here in the rear of the bed. You'll just start by popping these plastic pieces out that cover a factory hole in the bedside. You're just gonna take a standard screwdriver, pop it in, and work it out to expose that hole. Next, you're gonna take your threaded backing plates. These have a wider face at the top. This is just to hold it in place. So you're gonna go to the OEM tie-down anchor spots and insert these with this wider portion on top. So when you put it in, it'll just hold itself in place. You put one on the middle and one up top here. After the threaded backing plates are in place, we're gonna use this, we call it the box plate. This is gonna go right over top. You can see the thread inserts here are closer to these top holes than the bottom. So just make sure it's installed that way, because if you put it this way and they're closer to the bottom, it's not gonna work. So just make sure these are closest to the top. The box plate also has our tie-down anchors that are gonna go right over top of these. That's to replace the factory ones so you don't lose a tie-down point. We designed these specifically so that when the plate's on, you can put these to your direction, whatever you prefer. So you can put them this way and have them facing out, make them a little more accessible, or you can face them in and keep them low profile. For this install, I'm gonna have them facing this way, just so they're tucked in and out of the way. Now that our direction is chosen for the tie-down anchors, you're gonna take the 4.5 inch roughly bolts, put a washer over top, go through the tie-down anchor and into the box plate. You're gonna do this for the top one. We also have one for the bottom here. Now that you have this assembly built out, we're just gonna put this right over top of the threaded backing plates here and thread each one of these 4 bolts into the threaded portion on each. So you put over top, find the thread, just start hand threading into place. And you'll repeat that for each bolt for the whole system, all 4 of them. Now we're gonna tighten each one of these bolts. I'm gonna use an impact. I have it governed down to the lowest setting. If you use an impact, be smart. I would recommend you just use a ratchet or a wrench. You only wanna torque these to about 20 foot-pounds max. They don't need to be over torqued. They'll hold in place just as they need to at 20 foot-pounds or so. You don't wanna risk stripping them out. Now, as we torque them, we have a specific pattern here. You'll see that in the written instructions that come with it. You wanna start with this top bolt, do a few foot-pounds, move to this bottom one, do a few foot-pounds, up to this one, and down to this one, and repeat that pattern until you get up to about 20. This just makes sure it keeps this box plate straight and the threaded backing anchors stay in the position that they're supposed to be to firmly secure this. Now we can prep the rail for install. You just take this out of the foam. For shipping purposes here, we have this wing nut bolted firmly in place so it doesn't scratch stuff during transport. You have a 5mm Allen on the front, so you're just gonna back this out to expand this wing nut. That's all you need to do. Just make sure it's loosened up. Loosen the bolt a little extra, just so it has room to pop into place. The goal is to have this wing nut and the 2 divots sitting right at the end of this plastic piece here. This will keep it in place as it pushes in through the hole. It won't rotate, it'll stay where it needs to be and basically install itself. Now you're gonna take this connection bracket and you're gonna add it to the rail. Once you slip that over, you just wanna mock it up, make sure it's facing the right direction. So this is outward and connect to the box plate. You'll take the longest bolts in the kit, put a washer over top, put it through the hole, through the rail, through the bracket, and out through the bottom. You have 2 of these. On the bottom here, add 1 more washer. Add a lock nut, and you just want to hand thread these for now don't tighten these yet. You want to make sure you have some play and room to adjust it as it's installed. Now that your rail assembly is complete, you can see how it's going to mount here. This bracket's going to be bolted to the box bracket. This wing nut is going to go right through this factory hole here. As you can see, as you push it through, it's going to spring down to go through the hole. Then it's going to expand outwards so we can tighten it when it's through. So it helps to push it down yourself a little bit just to get it started. Put a finger over the bolt on the opposite side and then just push it through. Now that it's through, you can see it's not coming out because it expanded properly. We'll leave that for now. Move to the opposite side. You have a couple more of these about 1 inch 13 millimeter head bolts. You want to put a washer over each. These are what you're going to use here. Just go ahead and hand thread these in for now. And your assembly's all mocked up, so we're just going to go through and tighten everything. Now we just want to tighten everything down. Same thing, I'm going to use the impact, but you should probably just stick with the ratchet. You don't need to tighten these a lot, 20 foot-pounds max. Next we'll move on to the wing nut. This is your 5 millimeter Allen. So you just want to snug this up. It's quite a long bolt, so you'll have to turn it for a bit. Same for this one. It's really not important to over tighten anything. You don't even need, I'd say the same, about 20 foot-pounds max. The torque is not what's going to really keep this in place. These long bolts are the final ones for the whole system. We intentionally have this hole here so you can add accessories like this tie-down cleat. So you just want to pop this spring-loaded system open, put it right through that hole, then it just glides onto the rail. As you can see, we have all of these holes along here, which are the increments in which it will lock in place. So as you slide it through, glide it wherever you need it. Go ahead and pop that down. Once it's in place, you have an extra tie-down point that you can have anywhere along the rail. We do sell these kits in many forms. This is just the rail itself with our tie-down cleat added on. So if you just want some extra tie-down points and potentially some other universal accessories that you could add with our track nuts, this is the way to go. We also have integral panels that are compatible with Milwaukee Packout organizers that you can add to these as well, along with a whole list of accessories that are coming soon.